I put out a video here a couple of weeks ago about India versus China, and the Indian trolls went wild. And that's what this video is going to be about, so stay tuned.
Yes, sirree.
I'm not freaking blind, guys. It's Gweilo style.
I think it's Thursday.
You could die.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Geez,
Oh yeah, because
it goes on and on and on.
for all you haters, there's something to chew on for the next couple of...
Welcome back to the Gweilo 60 channel. As I said, I put out this video, India versus China, sort of showing that China has the upper hand on India. And I got inundated with Indian trolls. I heard about the Indian trolls from other people, but I didn't know that they existed in such numbers. Like, seriously, this is off the scale. I have them emailing me even today. After a couple weeks ago, the video went out. The Kumar from New York emailed me, and he's saying, well, if China and India went to war, India would just devastate China. India's so much better. India's this, but he also said that he was writing this email from New York City. So I wonder why he's not living, if India's so good, why isn't he living in India? I don't get it. The idea that they have public toilets and latrines in the open in India, so the place stinks, like smells bad. This is government policy. This isn't your regular Joe's fault, but the government has made it so the country smells. And you get the last public toilet guy that makes a lot of comments on these types of videos. I can't remember what his name, but anyway, he's sort of an anti-India person, and it's all about how it smells and how it's so polluted and how it the water is polluted. Delhi is the most polluted city in the world. It's like you can't see across the street. How can this be such a nice country? How can these trolls not understand that India has some major problems in, like, you see the garbage everywhere. They won't pick up their garbage. They don't have street sweepers. You see in China, you see the videos that I do on the streets of mainland China and how clean this place is. Like, they've got sweepers, street sweepers, that are out at 6 o'clock in the morning and they're still out at 6 o'clock in the evening. They're keeping the streets clean. If there's people that are throwing garbage on the ground, the garbage doesn't stay very long, and that doesn't exist in India. There's garbage everywhere. There's air pollution everywhere. There's feces and the smell of urinals everywhere. People will be pissing up against the wall. You know what I mean? It's like, but that's just the surface things that you see. The idea that they treat their women like, wow, they treat their cattle better than they treat their women. They don't get it. It's like the rape capital of the world, and the United States government put out one of their travel warnings on India, and it actually states that rape is on the uprise in India. And rape is bad in India already, but it's on the uprise in India. And the American government thought that their citizens should know about this before traveling to India because it's so bad. They have the largest slums in the world. But then again, they have the largest population in the world. They have abandoned children. See, that's something that you don't see in a lot of countries. Most countries, all countries, except for India, they have abandoned children in the cities where the parents and the children go to a big city and they abandon them in, say, the Calcutta train station. And this is where these little guys and girls grow up. They're just thrown away type thing. They have prostitution, they have child prostitution, they have parents selling their children into prostitution to make money. They have there's something about this society, and the more I look at it, the more I see that there's a demented society there that has no chance to grow in a positive direction. It doesn't matter how many airports you build. It doesn't matter if you fix the roads, but the roads will never be fixed in India. It's just one of those things. It's the from the prostitution to the garbage to the public defecation to all of these things that are happening in a country of 1.4 billion plus people. It's gotten to the point where there is no way back. It would take generations and generations to change the mindset of the Indian people. And the government doesn't seem to have that as a priority. They would rather send a probe to the moon. They would rather send something to the sun to study the sun and spend billions of dollars doing that rather than putting clean public toilets and paying somebody to keep them clean during the day, like they do in China. You go to the public toilets now in China. Back 20 years ago, oh, the toilets were bad. They were like India. I'm serious. I was there, and but over the last 20 years, it's changed 100%. Where you go to a public toilet now, and it's clean. They're nice. They have somebody that's working there during the day, so they're employing somebody, and it's cleaner than Canada's public toilets. Like seriously. And then you go to India, and it's exactly the opposite, and they just don't do anything about it. And I know there's people out there that they're going to say, well, it can't be all the government's fault. Honor killings. And the government accepts this as part and parcel of how the Indian people think. Honor killings, where they don't put these people in jail. They don't execute them. They don't do anything about it because it's part of their culture. And then you get the religions, and then you get the caste system where the rich stay rich, the poor are the poorest. They talk about bringing people out of poverty in India, but then you look around at the slums, you see the garbage and the pollution. Just think the cancer that's being caused by the air pollution in India, and it's right off the scale. And the smell, the dirtiness, all of that and more has created sort of a cesspool of a country that and these trolls will defend that country. So they're patriotic for sure. They grew up. A lot of these trolls probably grew up in the new India. Not the British-controlled India, because when the British controlled it, well, it was sort of like they were the top caste for sure, because they're the colonial masters of that country. India way far back, they used to be a rich country. They had the culture there, but when the Brits came in, and they sort of just stole everything from them and left them poor and uneducated. And this is what's happened to this country. And, you can blame the Indian people. You can blame the Indian government. You can blame the British government. But after it's all said and done, it's everybody's fault because they're not pulling themselves out of that garbage that they're in right now, where China had the same problems back a while ago. And now you look at China, it's the country of the future. It's clean. You see the Beijing air back in 2003, 2004, where you come out of the airport and it was brown. Like seriously, you look at it and you say, "Holy smokes!" Now you go to Beijing and it's blue skies. It's beautiful there. There's no pollution. Well, there's always some pollution in a big city, but as compared to Los Angeles, as compared to New York City, as compared to Delhi, Calcutta, Mumbai, Oh my God, it's night and day. So when you I guess when you watch videos like this, then you go to the comment section and you see all of these Indian trolls in there telling you that they're this, that, and the other thing. Go check it out for yourself. Go on the internet. See what other people that have traveled to the country think. See what the pollution standards are. See the videos and the pictures that are put out there for you to educate you on what India actually is. And I can tell you right now that they're not going to be a big tourist attraction anytime in the future until they clean their act up. And that, my friends, is another video from Gweilo 60. And one of these days, India might pull themselves up and start competing with the likes of China. But that's not going to happen in the next 10 or 20 years because they have to clean their act up before they can move on. Anyway, that's another video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, push that share button. Don't forget to resubscribe. Make a comment, even if you're an Indian troll. And if I got something wrong here, educate me. Until next time, peace out. Bye now.